We've decided to come to Sydney today to find out a little bit more about how to choose a removalist. I'm interviewing Ryan from CK Interstate. He runs a very, very successful interstate removals company that does moves from Sydney to Melbourne and Sydney to Brisbane, both ways, every week. What would you tell the public they should look for when they're looking to choose a removalist? What's most important?
I think most important thing to look for when choosing a removalist company is just stability. You know, have they got a depot? Have they got sort of a few trucks? How long have they? More importantly, how long have they been around? How long have they been operating for? That's probably sort of the key questions I'd be asking. Lots
of users get really confused, Ryan, because when they get quotes back, there's going to be loads with low prices and some with higher prices. Why is there such a big difference?
You'll find that there's a lot of companies out there that charge in the lower prices that are just they're not paying the right insurances. Basically, if you're a legitimate company that's paying the right insurances and paying your guys the right wages, etc., then obviously that's going to have to be taken into account on how much you charge, etc.
A lot of the people that we're going to be sending, especially your way, because you're an interstate specialist, they're going to be required to give you a list of items. Why do you need a list of items to quote an interstate move?
The reason that we need an inventory basically filled out is so we can allocate the right amount of space and the correct amount of manpower for your move.
And what happens if you don't get a list from the customer?
Basically, we're unable to quote you, really. We do need to know what requires to be removed, or if you're finding it a little bit more difficult to fill out an inventory, obviously on-site quotes is probably your next step.
When people are looking to move, why would you recommend that they consider getting their goods professionally packed?
I'd highly recommend customers getting their goods professionally packed, just due to the fact that they're going to obviously have no stress about them being packed correctly, ready for transit, especially interstate. And not only that, if a customer packs their own goods into boxes, they wouldn't be covered by their insurance.
If they decide to pack themselves, what items should they get packed professionally?
I would highly recommend your kitchenware. Obviously, that's your most fragile thing to potentially break. And if it's not wrapped properly, then there's a high chance of it breaking as well.
If people do decide to pack themselves, where can they get boxes and tape and all the things they need?
Well, most removal companies can organise this for you, and they should be able to get you free delivery and free pickup as well.
Removalists are always talking about access and how it's important. What is access and why is it important?
Access is obviously for us is important, is getting the truck as close to the front door as possible, and that's extremely important that we need to know that access so that we can send the right amount of manpower there as well as the correct equipment.
It's really important to have good staff to be a good removals company. What sort of things attract good staff to your business?
Just probably our team building exercises and that we run, as well as that, just modern trucks, because that is their home and office on the road, sort of Monday to Friday. So we just make sure that they're comfortable, and then we're obviously just making sure that they have the uniform, the right tools to work with, and that usually just keeps them a bit happier.
Yeah, Ryan, we're always encouraging the public to get off the internet and speak to the removalists on the phone. Why do you think it's important that they have a good chat to the removalist before they book?
It's extremely important to have a chat to your removalist or your potential removalist, just you get a feel for the company that they are running. Not only that, they should be asking you questions that obviously are going to be to do with your move, to make sure that on move day it does run smoothly.
When the customers are looking to book, should they book in advance?
All we can ask really is just give us as much notice as possible. As we move into the summer months, it does become extremely busy, and most companies are usually booked out between 2 to 3 weeks.
Is there anything that the public can do on the day of their move to make things run smoother for you?
There's just leaving cars out into where the truck can park. So that obviously makes it a lot easier for the boys to bring the trucks in. As well as that, just dismantling beds, taking the pipes off their washing machine, just generally things like that, and most importantly, just making a cup of tea for the boys.
Ryan, in your opinion, what makes a really good removalist?
My opinion, basically, I think customer service. Just keeping in contact with the customer, letting them know what's going on. Even if there is, if there is a problem, they're in traffic or something like that, just constant communication with the customer.
When the public come to our website to get quotes, we're always encouraging them to book with one of the companies we recommend. Why do you think they should choose a Compare Quotes recommended removalist?
I'd definitely be choosing Compare Quotes recommended removalists, just because we've been accredited by Compare Quotes, and it's not just a lead company that you can just join out of the blue. You have to actually jump through hoops, etc., to stay on their books.